So I am Coach Tamika James. I am a cosmetologist turned into a life and business coach. I was styling hair, educating, creating digital products, creating tools for the beauty industry. I was creating programs, all of those things for many, many years. And I got to the point where I decided to put the shears down. So now what I do is I help those of you who are in business, already in business. I don't help you if you just opened your doors today. I'm not your girl. I don't want to start from the very, very beginning. But after you've been in business and you really want to take your business to the next level, I am here to support you. Now, the thing that I want to talk about today is pivoting your business. When you are in business and you're taking a look at where you are and you decide that there's something new that you want to do, that's when you're pivoting. And we all do it. And a lot of us do it multiple times. I don't know how many times you pivoted this year or in the last couple of years, but we're always going to do it. We do it because we're now looking at the books. We're looking at the money that's coming in and we're making an assessment about what's already happening. And then we're determining what we want to happen. We're also looking at our own actions. How are we behaving day to day in the business to get the money that we're actually aiming to achieve? What are we doing with our clients? Are we connecting? What are we doing? Is the business model that you're using right now, is it the one that you should keep? So when we think about pivoting, it has everything to do with, here I am today, I am assessing where I am, and I'm going to make some choices. Now, one of the things that we all have to do, first and foremost, is before you start a business and even after you've gotten into it, where are you going? What is it that you're aiming to achieve? If you want to make $2,000 or $20,000 or $200,000, you have to make that choice from the beginning. If you want to make $500,000, $1 million, make the choice and do everything it takes to walk into that. Do not open your doors saying, I'm just going to do a business and I'm just going to make some money. That won't work because you won't know when you need to pivot. If you're 6 months in and you haven't gotten to where you need to go and you've been doing everything in your power, it might be time to pivot in one way or another. So what are some of the things that you can do when it comes down to pivoting? First, you acknowledge where you are. You need to know the numbers of your business, how much money you're currently making. You have to know where you stand. You also have to have that number in regards to where you're going. Now that you know where you're going and you know where you stand, if you've only made $2,000 and you're looking to make $20,000, you are $18,000 away from the goal. What is the date of the goal? Now that you know the date, you know the amount, what are you going to do to get $18,000 within this amount of time? If what you've been doing is not working, we need to have another plan. Do we need to change the date for the goal? Not necessarily. We just need to change our actions. Now, looking at your own schedule, depending on what you do day to day, your actions determine how much success you actually have. Now, people have to buy from you and you have to do your business and all of those things. But how much energy did you put into your business today? How much time did you actually dedicate to sitting down and discovering what's going on with the business, making choices about what you're going to do next, interacting with your current customers, getting new customers, promoting yourself? How much time did you actually put on your own schedule to do this? So those of you who are operating these businesses and you're wandering around, there is something wrong. There is a reason why you don't have success because you're all over the place and you're not dedicating time to a schedule. Now, when you have a schedule, let me tell you what really happens. You get to tell the rest of the world, this is where I am and this is what I'm doing. Leave me alone right now. You get to delve into the part of your business that you said you were going to delve into. So these are the things that I do. I actually have things on my schedule, guys. I know I'm preaching to you and I'm telling you what you need to do, but I'm talking from real life experience. There are parts of my day on my calendar where I do certain things that pertain to my business. Okay. So I just want you to be able to do the same. Now, if you are spending too much time doing the wrong actions, I want you to reevaluate that. Now, if I'm talking to any beauty professionals, if you are operating on a schedule, I'm speaking specifically to them because, or to you, because I was in the beauty industry and my schedule used to be like this long for the day, 9 a.m. and I would get out like 9 or 10 p.m. That's ridiculous. It's unheard of. It doesn't make sense. It's unheard of in a regular world. So why are you doing it? So if you look at your schedule and you realize that you're spending way too much time in your business, and you probably have gaps in time where you're not really doing what you should be doing or servicing clients, here is what I want you to do. I want you to lower that schedule down, and I want you to get your clients to come in a shorter time span. Now, let me share with you in the coaching world what I do at this point. I work with my coaching clients Monday through Wednesday. Okay. All the programs that I run Monday through Wednesday. So now I understand that when I get to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, that it's a different world. You have to control your schedule, and you have to decide on where you're going to be and what you will be doing, or else everyone else will control your schedule. Everybody has things they want to do. Everybody has, a time that they need something and this, that, and the other. But you have to control your schedule, or else the rest of the world will. Okay. So what I did was I consolidated my work to Monday through Wednesday, because guess what? By the time I hit Thursday, I'm working on my own business. I'm working on the back end of my business. I'm on a computer. I'm typing up things. I'm thinking, I'm planning, I'm strategizing. That is my time to work on my business. Okay. So that's actually how I do it. All right. Now, let me share with you another way that you're going to be able to pivot in your business is to look at your pricing structure. How much are you charging for your services, your products, your tools, your items? How much are you charging? Now, what I strongly suggest, we have to look at the market to see what's going on. We really do. After you look and you get the gist of what's going on outside, I now want you to evaluate yourself. Do a scan of your own business, and now make a choice on whether you're going to do what they're doing or whether you're going to do something different. When you look at what you offer, you might be above everyone else that you just researched. And now you're just going to make a choice to charge what they're charging just because they said they charge $5 and now you think you should. Well, what if you offer way more than what they're actually doing and you recognize this? Now you have to decide on what your price will be according to who you are and what you really do. Now, our job is to make sure the world understands what we do so they understand the value in what we offer. And that is actually how you get paid, when people understand your value. Now, when we come here on this Masterclass Marathon, when we individually go live, when we do our masterclasses, when we put posts out, we're expressing our value. We're letting other people know what we know, how well we know it. When things come out of our mouths so easily, it tells you that we know our stuff. We're not stumbling over information. We're spitting it out. So if you don't make sure people understand your value, you will not get paid. So you have to figure out what your price is going to look like. Now, one of the things that I did in the past when I changed a price, I realized who I really am, what I really bring to the table, and what I could no longer charge. I made a conscious choice, and here is what I did. I had to sit with it. I had to write it down, and I had to stare at it. I had to walk away from it. I had to look at the paper, and I had to also write the old price down, and kept looking at it. When you keep looking at the old price, you think about who you are, what you bring to the table, what you really do. Now you're souping yourself up like, wait a minute. There is no way I could get this old price. Like, they cannot have me at this rate because I am way too valuable. I know too much. I know too much. So this is talk that I had with myself. And I'm telling you right now about a real life story at a point in time when I needed to change one of my prices. And I actually did the thought work. I sat down and I wrote it on a piece of paper and I walked away from it and I kept thinking about it. And then I kept looking at it. And as I looked at who I really was at the time and what I was charging and what I needed to charge, I was like, there's no way. So by the time that I actually got back to my clients, nobody could shake me. It wasn't even like I had to feel nervous about telling them the new price because it settled with me. So if you need to pivot, the work is within you. It is not the rest of the world. It is you letting it settle with you, knowing your real truth. And then it is you making sure you express to the world your true value. They will make a choice. And guess what? Those who don't choose me as your coach, you are missing out. That's all I'm telling you. That's on you. That's a choice, a bad choice you made. All right. Another thing is that when we're ready to pivot in our businesses, two things that we have to do. We have to actually either get faster at what we're doing or better at what we're doing. You might be really good at what you do. You might know your stuff, but you have to get faster and better. Faster if you're, as a stylist, you got to get faster with your services. If you are like a coach or you educate, you have to get like faster as far as spitting the information out, clearly defining what you want people to know. It has to come out sooner. There's no saying 25,000 extra words before getting to your point. So for in that space is getting faster with sharing your information. Getting better is just better overall. How do you show up? What do people know about you? Do you actually showcase who you really are? Do you actually help people? Do you move the needle for other people? That is getting better. So if you want to pivot in your business, these are the things you have to look at so that you can actually make a change. Now, once again, just reiterating where I started, in order to even start a pivot, guys, you have to know your real numbers. If you haven't stopped to look at how much money you are actually making, you could either be making more money than you know or a lot less than you know. If you know how much you're making and you know what your goal is, you have to have a goal. Guys, if you don't have a goal, and I know Christina said she'd talk about this goal card again at some point in time. She came one day and told us about this goal card that you actually use to keep you on track. If you don't know where you're going, you could potentially end up anywhere because you're just moving. And don't just have a business, guys. It doesn't work that way. You have to have you have to know where you want to be so you could get there. And then you have to know what you need to stay away from. I wrote a book called You Got Way More in You. Where is it? One of the things that's in the book is a space for you to identify your obstacles. If you don't know where you're going and you don't know what the obstacles are, they're going to get you every time. As soon as you identify your obstacles, they can't get in your way. If your obstacles are people, you have to set your schedule so that everyone knows where you are and what you're doing, and you got to stick to it. Let them know, I'm on a mission right now. Call me later. All right. So listen up, guys. I'm excited about sharing information with you about your business pivoting. I can definitely assist you if you need my assistance. No, when you need my assistance and when you decide that you're ready for my assistance, book a call with me. I have a link in my bio and it just says book a call. So when you click on the link, book a call is like right there. And I'll give you 20 minutes of time for you to tell me where you are for us to create a quick strategy for you. And we can talk about if there's anything else I can do for you. But on that 20-minute call, I am there for you. So book your call so we can see how we can take you to the next level. The next thing that I do want to share with you is my timer is going off, and I'll give myself my 2 minutes so I don't have to start it again. All right, I'll do it right now. Okay, so on Monday, guys, I am Coach Tamika James, a life and business coach. I help you with planning, strategizing, and organizing. I also help you with building out your courses as well. On Monday, I'm strictly doing a business webinar. My coaching framework is PSO, as I said, planning, strategizing, and organizing. So on Monday, I'm giving you an opportunity to come in and we're going to talk business strategy. So here's what I did. About 2 weeks ago, I put out a link and I said, hey, who wants to know what about business? And I simply put the link out and I said, click this link and tell me what you want to learn. And I got such great responses. Listen, if you are an entrepreneur and you are in the coaching space, this is a beautiful thing to do, to find out what the people want. So what I decided to do was to pull a few things out of the list of things that they said they wanted. And here's what I'm going to direct my webinar on Monday. It is called, what is it? A business strategies webinar. Okay. So what we're going to talk about is marketing and networking as the introvert. Okay. Marketing and networking. That's talking about your business, whether it's you, it's whether you are physical or whether you're putting yourself out there. We're also talking about maintaining, getting new clients and maintaining, keeping them. Okay. We're also talking about staffing, hiring. We're talking about producing digital products, and we're talking about transferring and transitioning your business to being online. Those are the things that most people said they wanted to know, and it's going to be a part of my seminar on Monday. So how do you get into it? Go to CoachTamikaJames.com, CoachTamikaJames.com, and there's a button that's going to come up. There's a pop-up. You can click it, and you can register yourself at totally zero, no cost, okay?